𝐿𝐿 Architects started with me as a mom having twins, and decided to stop working in a practice because it was just unfeasible. I started with a friend at NCT that asked me to redesign her house, and this is where I started exploring. I was always interested in the trivia of domestic life, of what is your everyday background. And at 𝐿𝐿 we believe that great design is not something for the museum, it's something that should surround us in everyday life, because it just makes your life better. And because it's the space we spend our life in, so it is important that it's functional, that is express a little bit of ourselves, that it brings in nature.
We pay a lot of attention to materiality as well. We like discovering textures. We like the really rough texture of bricks, bringing nature into biomaterials themselves, be it wood, be it clay, be it concrete. We like in that sense to make it quite cozy and reconnect to nature, if you like. So we like our houses to bring in the external world of the garden. We see it as an extension of the garden, vice versa. The house kind of projects into the garden, which is kind of what we've done in our place here.
We started working in Dobuild in flat refurbishment we did in Telegraph Hill. They were actually recommended by our client in the tender process, and they ended up winning the job. And we like that their communication is very good, that they were very responsive. We're following the specification, which is very unusual, that you don't have to check behind them. And so, it started very well. And since then, although it was a challenging time because it was in the middle of the lockdown, but we never had an argument. We never had, everything went really smoothly on the communication side, even if it was a really challenging period.
They've been very good at that, very open about it, and we, as I said, we've seen it as being on the same side, working together and achieving the best we could, achieving excellence, basically.
So the first project we worked on was a Telegraph Hill house, which was actually the conversion of a Victorian flat into a modern family home. And it's located at the top of Telegraph Hill, and which is in the conservation area of Telegraph Hill. So we had the Lewisham conservation officer that we had to keep them satisfied. It went very well because actually we had one meeting with them. They asked for one little change, and then they were really happy with the design, so we went along. And then Dobuild managed to build it very much like we conceived it. So we're very happy with it, and the client was also very collaborative and very helpful and so it all went well. All good, to have a good project, you need a good client to start with.
First of all, it's communication. It's very, very important in our industry. Anything that needs to be communicated through, you should be available and ready to deal with situations and respond and to listen to whatever, different consultants and different trades are telling you. Quality of delivery was very important for us as well. They can deliver regardless of the design, of the direction where things are going, and they manage to pick things up to the detail. We're quite picky with our details, and we want to deliver like nicely seamless stuff with calm, clean lines, and they managed to deliver that very well, and we were very happy. We were able to discuss that on site and whenever needed and deal with the situation, so we really appreciate that.
I would say they're just very pleasant people to work with. They have a diverse team from many places around the world, and they always pick up the phone or call you back if for some reason they cannot make it. And it's nice to, delivering a project is a little bit complicated, and it's nice to work with a smile, and it just makes the whole thing so much more enjoyable.
I'd say, and that's not a given in construction, it's gone quite smoothly. And we've been very happy with that. That's why we keep our relationship with Dobuild. Even in challenging times of lockdown, as we said before, they managed to keep their supply lines working well, and they managed to provide and supervise subcontractors and other suppliers that work with Dobuild. And I must say, we've been quite impressed in that direction, that they managed to deliver, and they managed to, the whole construction phase, respect our work, basically, if you like, because we have a vision as architects. We have to deliver it to the client, and it's very important for us that the contractor who delivers that is on board with us. And they have managed not only to respect that, but to give us options as well, and to discuss that through and pick details and kind of change things on site when needed according to the difficulties or the various aspects of the materials themselves and the construction methods. So it has been surprisingly very smooth.
Yes, we're very happy. That's why we keep coming back to you guys. So yes, Bruno, from the point of view of the designer, I like the fact that you respect our work and you are not trying to change the design. That is very much the case to kind of a lot of time happens that the contractor comes on board and want to change everything just to make it easier for him to build. And Dobuild never did that, and we really appreciate that. It just makes the whole thing easier, because the less confrontation there is, the smoother it is for everybody.
The diversity of the team, the quality of the communication, the people themselves, it feels quite personal. The delivery is good, and we're happy in all sorts of ways, really.